position of what we would now call our governor. It was called a commissioner at the time, and he was sent over to rule in the same capacity as, you know, we are familiar right now with the governor. And this particular individual came to the Cayman Islands in the late 1950s. His name was Commissioner Major Allen Hillard Donald. So Major Donald came from Basutoland. It's a British colony in the southern Africa, and it is known today as the Kingdom of Lesotho. So he served as commissioner between about 1956 and 1960, and it was during his service to our islands that he decided, hey, the Cayman people have their own identity. They are very different. You know, I think it's about time that we kind of give them their own little stamp. Let's give them their own recognition. Let's give the Cayman Islands their first national piece of recognition, or international piece of recognition. And our islands have been identified with this coat of arms ever since this point. Now, the process of having our coat of arms created was quite a tedious one. And at that point, they started asking people, hey, send in some ideas. What do you think this should include? What is our identity? What do you want to see? What do you want to represent you? What parts of your community, of your culture, of your history do you want pieced together in the first official coat of arms for the Cayman Islands? What do you want the world to know about you when they see this piece of art? And to understand exactly how important this was, I mean, some of the world's most powerful families have coat of arms. You know, they're used to represent companies and countries, you know, major kingdoms. So for our tiny little islands to finally commission their first coat of arms back in the 1950s, this was a big deal. Commissioner Donalds put forward a proposal to adopt a coat of arms for the Cayman Islands. And this proposal was approved by resolution of the Legislative Assembly of Justice and Vestry on the 3rd of April 1957. Upon the approval of his proposal, Commissioner Donalds then approached the Reverend Arthur Saunders to assist with the creation of the coat of arms. So this here now was, you know, we can call it the first public consultation process or exercise, and this all took place on the 11th of April 1957. Government then put out a notice and asked that individuals could submit design ideas for the coat of arms, and they had to be submitted at that point by the 1st of May 1957. So one of the designs was submitted by an American that was residing in the Cayman Islands named Mr. James Jimmy Ford of the Port of Calls, or the Cayman Islands Yacht Club. This submission assisted in the overall design, or the final design, of the coat of arms that we still use and know today. It is also believed that Commissioner Donalds himself decided to choose the motto that we all know so well from Psalms 24, "He hath founded it upon the seas." Apparently Commissioner Donalds himself was a Christian and wanted to have a remembrance of our Christian ties and our faith etched into our history and our culture forever by having it represented on our coat of arms. It's quite important to note as well that there are 3 final designs. There was also a design that had the 3 stars, but 2 of the stars were actually smaller than 1 star. So the 2 smaller stars represented the sister islands, Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, and the larger star would have represented Grand Cayman, the larger of the 3 islands. However, our forefathers at the time thought all of the islands are absolutely splendid. There's no reason to represent one much bigger than any of the others, and decided that having 3 stars of equal size was certainly the way to go. On the 5th of February 1958, a resolution was moved in the Legislative Assembly to send the final design off to Her Majesty's government. It was also noted that the people of the Cayman Islands wanted 3 key features represented in whatever design of the coat of arms that was chosen. They wanted to ensure that there was a representation of the British connection, also a representation of the sea as the home of the Caymanian people, and something to symbolize the 3 islands. In addition, for sentimental reasons, they wanted some form of representation of the thatch roofing industry. A typical classic coat of arms features several distinct elements, including a crest, a field, a shield, supporters, design motifs, and a motto. The chosen design for the coat of arms of the Cayman Islands also featured a shield, a crest, and a motto, and it also made sure to incorporate historical and indigenous features of our islands and our people.